What up? Trend Out Loud, I am back. Y'all wanted me to do lives. Y'all wanted me to follow court coverages. I am here. Downtown LA, Tory Lanez trial. The appeal has just wrapped. I'm gonna wait for everybody to load in. I'm gonna wait everybody to log in before I let you guys know everything that is going on in the Tory Lanez trial. It's not nearly as eventful as Diddy's trial. You still see somebody doing an interview over there. That there's TMZ and somebody from CNN, but not a lot of media. Cheryl, what's up? Tez always supporting, man. What up, Tez? Hi, what up? Yeah, so his father just left here. He did a quick interview with TMZ. Couple of media people out here. Thank you. Janice says Trent is looking fabulous. Thank you, Janice. Somebody told me not to wear a suit, but I still wore it anyways. Exactly. What up? Yo, who else is here? We are here. Tasha and DJ. What up, Tasha and DJ? What's up? Is he getting out of jail? Let me just tell you right now, yo, Tory Lanez ain't coming out. You guys saw from the thumbnail, and you also saw from the description, yo, Tory needs to hire Diddy's team because his lawyers are trash. Let's just jump to this case right now. We're gonna stay on here for, I don't know how long, 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe, because I haven't seen you guys in a long time. But yeah, Tory Lanez's lawyers are horrible. Yeah. What up, Ray? Jay Jackson, what up? Okay, let me just jump right into it very quickly, and then I'll see if you guys have any questions about the trial or the case, okay? So, very, very different courtroom than Diddy's. Beautiful courtroom. There was 5 judges on the panel, but there's only 3 judges that heard Tory. The courtroom was filled with Tory supporters. That was the one good thing. One guy was sitting right beside me. He's actually over there in a hat, but there was a guy wearing a free Tory hat. More supporters came in at around 9:30. His father came in at 9:40. I was there at, I think, around like 9 o'clock. So his dad came in at 9:40. The judges on the panel, there was 1 Asian judge, 3 white women, and 1 black woman. Black woman, but they said there was only 3 actually judging. I'm not certain 100% if the white woman or the black woman or the Asian guy. I don't know which is the 3, but I think from what I've heard and I've asked, it's the Asian guy, 1 of the white women, and the other 1 black woman there. So he'll have a little bit of diversity that will be judging. His lawyer started out first. His lawyers asked for 30 minutes oral arguments. They asked for empathy for Tory. They started talking about Kelsey, who is Megan's friend. They were saying that her testimony was not valid. They want to strike it. They want the court to dismiss her testimony. They feel like her testimony incriminated herself, but they feel like the jury heard it anyways, and that's one of the grounds for appeals, that in her testimony she incriminated herself, but the prosecution allowed it anyway. So that's one of the things that they want to take away. By the way, that's Tory's lawyer right there in the beige. See, right there, in the beige. That's his lawyer. They also said that, hold on, yeah, so they talked about Kelsey first, said that she incriminated herself. They also said that, okay, more Tory, sorry, you guys know that my notes are always bad, right? So yeah, there's multiple errors in her testimony. It wasn't truthful. They said in the opening statements that the lawyers, he should be able to pay for the best team and not this case. There's too many holes in the case. Yeah, I have, I have no idea why there's only one lawyer there. Diddy had, I think, 8 lawyers. Today, they only had one lawyer, and she's literally just standing there smoking. Like, I don't understand what's going on with her, his legal team. It was just really bad. Anyways, so they said that they want to disregard Kelsey's statement, testimony. They said that the opening statements from the lawyers, they said dishonest things to the jury. They would like to strike that. And they said in closing arguments, this is what's really important. This was like the bigger takeaway for me. They're talking about the GUN magazine. And this is what you keep hearing online all the time, that the DNA and the fingerprints, there was no fingerprints on the GUN or the magazine, and that 90% chance that he did not hold it. So the thing of the 90% for me personally, you guys know I always just give you guys my opinion from what I think personally. The fact that there's a 90% chance that it wasn't him, there's still a 10% chance. And when you have Megan testifying, saying that, yo, he was the one who shot me, and then you also have other testimony, and then you have Kelsey, I don't think the fact that the DNA is inconclusive and then that the fact that it's 90% is enough. I feel like myself, I'm a little disappointed coming here and being in the appeal court, and you guys are still talking about the DNA. You're still talking about the magazine. You're still talking that his fingerprints were not there. That is not enough to overturn the jury's decision. He was found guilty of a jury of his peers. The fact that no fingerprint was there, to me, it's not enough. Anyways, his lawyer is trying to have the judges overturn it based on Kelsey not being truthful and the DNA being inconclusive. And literally, that's about it. The prosecution got up and he said that they have a phone recording from jail where Tory admitted on the phone, which is so dumb of him. I don't know why he did that. They also talked about the Instagram post where he indirectly admitted, and his lawyer, sorry, I forgot this. His lawyer actually said that we all know that celebrities don't run their own Instagram accounts. So to not take the post that Tory made that sounded like he was admitting that it wasn't him who posted it, which again, that is very vague. And that's what the prosecution was saying, of like, it was still from his account. So whether it was his social media manager or whether it was him, it was still an admission of guilt from his social media account, which I totally agree with the prosecution. Then, okay, they talked about, yeah, so the prosecution talked about the jail phone recording and the admission of guilt on his Instagram post. And that's really about it. Honestly, that's it. It was 20 minutes from his lawyer and like 5 minutes from the prosecution. If you ask me, Tory ain't coming home. It's just it. They will give an answer either today or 90 days from now. The 3 judges have 90 days. And I asked the clerk and they said they presume that it will probably be in the next maybe week or so that we'll get a decision. But trust me, he's not coming home. All right, let me get to some comments here. Yeah, fingerprints, yes. Fingerprints, somebody said, thank you for reporting. And then somebody said, nobody cares. Yeah, trust me, I totally agree with you, B Baller. Yeah, nobody cares. That's it. Anybody have any questions? Free Tory. Nav said free Tory. What else is going on? What else is going on in YouTube land, y'all? Let me know what's going on. Yes. Edward said, thank you for the update. You're welcome. Shake what your mama gave you. No, there'll be no dancing on the lives today. I've been having a great time in LA. Anybody who wants to know, LA is amazing. One of my favorite cities. Chicago is my favorite city in the U.S., New York, but love LA, man. Let's get busy with Diddy trial. Yes, I will be back on the Diddy trial lives. I think it's October the 3rd. Yes, I'll be back in New York October the 3rd, giving you guys Diddy reports. Tory been an idiot. Yeah, that phone call was like, bro, like, why would he do that? That's why the prosecution didn't even have to say much. They were just like, yeah, he admitted it on Instagram, and we have the phone call from jail. So, oh, and another thing, his father, they tried to interview his father, and if you guys are following this case, you know his father is always very talkative, and he's always trying to talk about Rock Nation. He said today, he goes, I am not saying anything. And I asked him, I'm like, why are you choosing not to say anything? And he just said, I don't want to talk today. I think it was probably Tory's lawyer saying, don't make this a bigger deal than it has to be. But yes, Tory's father said nothing. And you see, you guys can see right there, TMZ is still interviewing Tory's lawyer. She's the one there in the beige outfit. There's actually nothing to ask her about though. Thank you, Trent. You made my morning. You're welcome, Rocky. What's for lunch? No coffee. It's true. I should have stopped at Starbucks. But I literally got here at 9. I should have got here a little bit earlier and got to Starbucks. But I'm gonna leave right now and go back to my hotel. And yes, I'll be getting coffee. And I've been drinking coffee every day, by the way, for those who care. Okay, Pam said, what did he actually do? Okay, well, if you don't know the case, we're not going to tell you the whole case. I'll be there watching. I think that's probably for Diddy. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Miss you this morning. That was Monique. Somebody said Tory been an idiot. Okay, so is that it? Okay, he screwed himself. Thank you, Trent. Yeah, basically, yes. Tory basically screwed himself. Okay, is that it now, or can I log off and go and get some Starbucks and finish off my day? I came all the way to LA. For 10 minutes of court. But y'all know that I love doing this stuff anyway, so no regrets whatsoever. But yeah, I thought his lawyers would come up with something big. And I told you guys actually in the live, or not in the live, but in my recorded show, that they were not going to be allowed to put in the driver's testimony and the Kelsey's bodyguard. And I knew they weren't going to be able to do that or say that today, but I thought they were going to come with something else. They built a lot of momentum online. Were you not disappointed?
Disappointed in what?
There's nothing else. There's nothing new.
I mean, right now they're trying to get a retrial. That's the whole purpose.
I know, but his lawyers didn't say anything. What did she say?
She was just over there explaining the whole process right now with us.
I know.
She was just basically saying like she got to stick to what was like already brought up in like the previous trial.
I know, but
once the new trial come,
okay.
Hey, when the new trial come, man, there's gonna be nothing but a hell of new information, man. We gonna get Tory up out of here, man. Tory innocent, man.
Dude,
that brother didn't do that, man.
Dude, they didn't do enough to get him out. He's not coming home.
Man, he gonna get a retrial.
I hate to break it. I hate to break it to you, but he ain't coming home. Man, but anyways, that's a difference of opinion. Everybody sees it differently. I was just disappointed that his lawyers didn't come. All right, bro. I was just disappointed that they didn't come up with anything new. Like he's somebody obviously who's a Tory supporter. They didn't bring anything new. They didn't bring anything. There's nothing online. There's nothing going to be on Instagram. There's nothing that's going to be on YouTube that's like, yo, this is a reason to give him a new trial. It was just the same basic. There was no fingerprint and there was no DNA. We heard that. His lawyers need to come with something new. All right. Anything else? Yeah, he ain't coming home. Yes, take care of yourself. All right, so I'm going to just log off then, guys. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Trent out loud. LA. If I hear anything else throughout the day, I'll jump back in. But yeah, you see, Shimmy said I thought they were coming full throttle. I thought they were coming full throttle too. I was like, no, there's no way. They've been trying to get this for like what, 2.5 years, and they had 30 minutes, and just was boring. Like it was just she didn't even say nothing. Like we know, Tory. If somebody knows this, because I know some of Tory's people watch the show, we know there was no DNA. Tory, we know there's no DNA, and we know your fingerprints, but y'all need to come up with something else. Sorry. All right, y'all, I'm logging off. Peace. If anything else happens, I will talk to you guys more this afternoon. There will be no show today, no full show today or Tuesday. I'm probably going to be back Wednesday, all right? Because I have a little more things to do, a little bit more traveling. So I'll be back Wednesday, regular scheduled program, Wednesday, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, all right? But if something happens, I'll be back on Tuesday. Peace. Trent out.